Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It's Friday. I hope you guys have found everything you were looking for on New Comic Book Day. I feel like it's been a while since I talked to you guys. It's been a busy few weeks with the holidays and work and other things, but I'm happy to talk great comics with you guys. I got my haul for this week. I want to briefly go over. Before I start, I'd like to say thank you very much for everyone who subscribed to me. It really means a lot to me, and I'll go over my haul and sort of like my grades of what I think of the books. We have Fall of the X, House of X, issue number 1 by Jerry Duggan. I really enjoyed this. I've been sort of like on and off with the X-Men titles, but this was pretty good. I would probably give this a B plus. This was a very good Wolverine, Colossus, and Nightcrawler story. They were all doing some cool things, fighting Orcus, and we're getting towards the end of the Krakoa era. And I know Gail Simone is going to be taking over as chief editor of the X-Men books, so I'm excited to see where that goes. Hopefully, it's in a newer and better direction. Vengeance of Moon Knight, issue number 1. So this is by Jed MacKay, and this is a continuation of the previous run. Sort of a spoiler if you haven't read it. Moon Knight died in the previous run, but he has come back, and and Reese has sort of been taking over her job in the Midnight Mission as sort of taking over from Moon Knight, but she does have help in the form of Hunter Moon. I just want to say, like, Alessandro Cappuccio is just a fantastic artist in this book. It's so amazing. And Hunter Moon is also with Tigra, and I just love this like splash page. Like, this was definitely an A plus book. I'm a big fan of Moon Knight as well. I think his character is a fun character. And a book I've been sort of like lukewarm about, sort of been hot and cold with it, but I feel like the book is definitely picking up steam, and it's J. Michael Straczynski's Captain America #5. Now, as some of you may have, like some of my friends have been sort of like, I'm going to give up the book, or I don't know if I'm going to get started. It's definitely picking up steam. I'm really enjoying it. It continues with the Bund, sort of German sort of recruiting Americans into the Nazi Party, and there's a little good history with Captain America working with notorious gangster Meyer Lansky. Now, if you've seen Boardwalk Empire, you would know who Meyer Lansky is. During the Prohibition era of New Jersey, Chicago, New York, during the Al Capone era, but this is definitely picking up steam. You have Baron Zemo, and you have this demon that Steve is fighting, but this is definitely a good book. I definitely recommend it. I would probably give this a straight A. A book that I didn't really have any previews or interest in, but I saw the author Kyle Starks. Now, he's written the Peacemaker Tries Hard miniseries, and he's written Where Monsters Lie. It's a 4-issue miniseries by Dark Horse. I highly recommend it. It's probably my favorite horror book of 2023. It has a great combination of horror and comedy. It's just very well written. But this book, Pine and Merrimack, I would definitely give this an A+. Now, it's a story of this woman who is a private investigator, but she no longer investigates murders because she lost a child. But her husband is the Muscle. So this was definitely an A+. Next up, Conan the Barbarian #6, Insta A+. This is a continuation of trying to find out what happened to Belit, who is the love of Conan's life. Conan and his gang of thieves retrieve the stone for the priest, but then when they bring the stone back, they find it inert, and Conan is sort of celebrating his victory, and he's like, while he looks happy in that picture, but he still feels hollow and a feeling of loss after his love Belit. But I can't show the last picture because there's a little bit of nudity. But you sort of find out what happened to Belit, and you are also finding out what is next for Conan's next enemy. But it was very well done. Next up, Poison Ivy #18 by G. Willow Wilson. This is a great Killer Croc, Solomon Grundy, and Poison Ivy story, and Batman's sassy in this book. I like the way G. Willow Wilson is writing Batman in this story, but this was definitely an A plus. This book was kind of a B plus because I don't know where it's going, and I mean it was interesting. I'm a huge Superman fan, but you know I'm gonna continue until it gives me a reason not to. Kneel Before Zod by Joe Casey, issue number 1. A book that was A plus. This is continuing to be one of my favorites by not Dan Mora, Mark Waid, and the artist is Suzuka. Not a fan of the art. The art is serviceable. I mean, it's not Dan Mora, but this is Shazam fighting Black Adam. This was very well done. A plus. I like this cover. I had to get this one. This is Batman: The End of the Mind Bomb saga by Chip Zdarsky, and this is issue number 141. The art was very great. It was done by Jorge Jimenez. He is one of my favorites, along with Dan Mora and many others. But this was very well done. I would give this an A. It was a good ending to this book. Surprisingly enough, this was actually, I thought, like, I've been kind of disappointed with the Titans Beast World one-shots, but this is very well done. It has Boomerang and Mara and Arthur from Aquaman, and then you have this is Titans Beast World Tour of Atlantis. This was very good. This was an A minus, and the continuation on issue number 3 of 5 of Superman 78 by Robert Venditti. I really love this cover. This was an A minus. This is continuation of the Russian version of Metallo versus Superman, and I don't want to spoil the ending for it. It was definitely a callback to an old Superman villain. The art was fantastic. Bear with me for one moment while I find that for you. The artist Gavin Guidry. He really captures the old 70s style of Superman, but that was an A minus. I really enjoyed that. And those are my books for the week. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week. Thank you again for sticking around with me. I really look forward to talking comics with you guys. This is one of my favorite things to do, and thank you for letting me do it. Next week is another week. I don't know off the top of my head which books I'm getting, but I think I have like 10 in my pull list. I'll go over Thursday after I'm done reading on Wednesday because I have Wednesday and Thursday off. I'm also taking next Friday off because my wife is going for a procedure. She's I'm so proud of my wife. She's lost 150 pounds and she's getting sort of like a skin surgery to sort of remove the excess skin. She's just remarkable. I'm so grateful to be her husband. And that's it for this week. I hope you guys have had a fantastic week. If you are new to the channel, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I'm going to put a link in the description down below of some of my friends. They have some great channels. I have some friends who have like horror movie channels, and they're a great wealth of resource. And I have some, obviously, my comic book friends. They'll also be in there too. All right. Have a great weekend and take care. Bye-bye.